Howdy, folks. Howdy. I left it a bit too late on putting the stream up, so that might hinder the amount of people that are here. But hopefully we get more people in as we go. Hopefully. Team list up on the screen. Let's find the right channel for this. Better not be on Sky Sports Plus. Better not. Oh, it might be. It might be. Looks like it is. I've got Saints for this one. Kieran, just let me know. Are you ready? That's all I need to know. Are you ready? I think that's probably the right call, Finn, actually. Hardacre is comfortable at fullback. I think Rapin has been possibly more effective at centre. So I think that could be the right move. But I heard there's a late change to the squad. I heard there's a very late change. And that change is that the Sainted Jester is now the 18th man and could potentially come on for St Helens later on into the game. Potentially. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been hearing. They thought, hang on, it's his birthday. Get him on the team sheet. Get him on there. Food and a brewing hand at grandparents. Well, lovely stuff. Happy birthday, Kieran. Happy birthday. Well indeed. G'day, selling Cobbo to the Finns. Life is good. Yeah, it's not a bad signing. It ain't bad. Who do you think is he going to replace, though? Is he going to play in the centres? Is he going to... I mean, because I like Averillo and Farnworth. Is he going to replace Bostock? Is he going to be the future beyond Isako? That would be my best guess. You're very welcome, Kieran. Just something small, but, you know, there you go. There you go. Let's have a look at the poll at the moment. 11 votes, 82% say Saints are going to win. I do also have Saints winning this one. And a reminder, my interview with Jack Walker is going to be premiered on this channel tomorrow at 5:30. So I'll be streaming Hull KR vs Leeds, and then after that game, there'll be the interview. Pete revealed last night that Marshall and Miskey were both not fit. They didn't look right, did they, Finn? Like, when Marshall got that interception, he just, I don't know, something about him just didn't seem right. Surely, if they're both not ready, I don't know what the deal is with Eckersley. If he's unfit, then obviously fair enough not putting him in. Surely Wade? Surely you'd play Wade instead, unless he's not fit? Oh, very nice, Josh. Very nice. Lovely stuff. They risk French and he's done for 8 weeks, so yeah. Yeah, surely you just don't risk it at this point. Because he was 18th man, that feels weird to me. Like, why do that? Makes no sense. They'll have other young lads as well. Surely you give them a go. It probably is, Josh. Probably is. Okay, if anyone's got an exact score prediction, do let me know. I think I went with 26-12 to Saints. Yeah, happy birthday to Kieran, indeed, the Sainted Jester. 18th man today for St Helens. Definitely not Benison. It's the Sainted Jester, of course. It is a must-win for Hull FC, but I think without Will Price, it's going to be a bit of a tough one for a little bit. And Saints are starting to find that form. starting to pick up. They got some more players back in with Felt. Robertson had some time out, I think. Whitley and Dagnall, I think, over on that left-hand side, could be a slight disconnect. But over on the right-hand side, I think it might be okay. Yeah, Isako probably misses out. I'd love for Broncos to release him for the rest of the year to replace Bostock. They might do. I could see that happening, Trent. Obviously not sure if they will, but I feel like they might do. Very true, Josh. Who needs him? Very, very true. If we win, it'll be a good indication on how we carry on our season. Got Saints to win 2010. I think that's probably a fair shout. Look at that. Great timing. Josh, 2 members for 2 months. Lovely. Lovely, jubbly. Fantastic. So yeah, let me get this up real quick. So just to remind people, my interview with Jack Walker will be premiering at 5:30 tomorrow on this channel. So after I'm done with Hull KR vs Leeds, soon after that, you'll get a very in-depth interview with Sheffield Eagles player Jack Walker. He has played for Leeds Rhinos. He's played for Hull FC, Bradford Bulls, Hull Kingston Rovers. Currently plays for Sheffield Eagles. So there's a bunch of different questions, including some fan questions. So from one of the regulars, the anime dude, his question is in there as well. So do come back to the channel tomorrow. And we got plenty of questions. We talk about the 2017 Grand Final that he won with Leeds. Talk about his time currently at Sheffield Eagles. A little bit about Hull FC and experiences there. A little bit about his experience with Hull Kingston Rovers. Differences between Super League and the Championship. General Rugby League questions as well. Some tactical stuff as well here and there. There was something that I wanted to know. See, some people might already know this, and it might seem very obvious to some people. But there was something that's been happening with fullbacks recently that I hadn't really noticed before. So I asked him about it, and he answered it, and it made a lot of sense. So that was very helpful. You're going to hate me for this, mate, but which link out of them is the one to be a member? If you mean when you click join, Sam, either of those is to become a member, sir. Either of those. Loved him. Saints win, please, from a Wakey fan. M and her bricks. I assume Saints will win, but I do think this could be a very good game. He probably chatted shit about FC after Myler basically kicked him out. He was very adamant about something in a section of the interview when it came to FC. In a good way, okay? He was adamant about it, but you can hear it tomorrow. Who wins Origin Queensland by 10 for me? I'm not too sure just yet. I'm a little bit on the fence. I'm leaning slightly one way over the other, but I'm not 100% sure. Wanting updates on the F1 quali? Nah, it's okay. It's okay. That's all right. I'm just going to quickly check the full F3 or FP3 results. Okay, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Okay. What time does qualifying start, by the way? Is it 3 o'clock? 3 p.m. Behrman's got a 10-place grid penalty. Oh dear. Who's my GOAT? Assuming you mean F1. That's probably, based on everything I've heard, it's probably Senna, but I don't. In terms of who I've watched, no comment. Because I'll ruffle some feathers. So. Nope. No, Josh. Nope. Nope. Nope, Finn. Nope. So they're going through the team list. I will too. Starting with Hull FC, in the backs they have Hardacre, Barron, Rapiner, Litton, Martin, Cust and Caesar. In the forwards they have SASA, Borough, Knight, Ashworth, Chamberlain and Aiden. On the bench is Briscoe, Cartwright, Fash and SA, and 18th man is Charles. For the St Helens, in the backs they have Saylor, Felt, Robertson, Whitley, Dagnall, Lomax and Bye. In the forwards is Walmsley, Clark, Lees, Sirenen, Wingfield, Knowles. On the bench is Passy, Delaney, Stevens and Burns. 18th man is the Sainted Jester, definitely not Benison. But the Sainted Jester possibly coming on today for St Helens. We will see. Josh, yes it is. First try scorer, Cal Felt. So Hull have won no games at home. They've drawn one at home and then lost 7. Saints have won 5 of 5 away games. Can't wait to use SASE on RL26 and get tackled one-on-one by Mikey Lewis because the game's that unrealistic. First try scorer has to be Jester for you. Well, we're hoping for a HIA or a couple of HIAs, get him on. Okay, if you've got an exact score prediction, let me know in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. $16.24. Gonna leave you all and enjoy company at grandparents. Cheers all. Well, happy birthday, the Sainted Jester. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for stopping by. Trumpet for Kieran before he heads off. Hey! Emina Brick says 28-18 for a Saints win. Could be, could be. I just remembered the highlights video for the Wigan League game yesterday is 8 minutes long. I've got to do another one of those double edits with the Wire game and the League game. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the backside to edit. Ugh. The one I did last week was a pain in the backside. Jordan says 24-12 to Saints. That's roughly what I've got. I've got 26-12 to Saints. So, that's about what I've got. I'm just not sure how potent Hull FC is going to be in attack today. I think Saints have definitely improved over the last few weeks offensively. I know they had Salford in back-to-back weeks, or not back-to-back, but twice in recent weeks, sorry. But I still think there's evidence from the Leeds game that they've improved, and a little bit around that as well, some more positive signs. Jesus. Cal hat-trick? Maybe. I've got him as first try scorer. Our issue is we've got players trying to play like Asiata. Oh yeah, completely forgot Asiata's not there. He's the link, the middleman when spreading the ball across the field. Who would you put there? Who could you put there instead? I reckon maybe... I think if Hull FC really needed like a ball-playing 13 to kind of make up for the lack of Asiata, you could start Charles at 6 and put Cust at 13. You could try that. But it takes away a bit of size. So, we'll see. Anyway, we're underway. St Helens will kick to Hull FC. They'll catch the ball right near the back left corner. Barron will return it for the first carry of the game. Here we go, folks. Cust then hands the ball off to Liam Knight, rumoured to be going to Warrington. I don't know if that's been squashed already or not. I don't know. Or was it somewhere else he was going? Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Who cares? SSA with the next carry over the 20, dragging multiple Saints defenders further up the field. Oh, he's resigned. Okay, fair enough. It's going to be Chamberlain with the next carry over the 30. Risk of rain and quality is 30%. Okay. Herman SSA, right to Caesar. Pops the ball up to Ashworth, who I wouldn't have minded getting a potential placement in the training squad for the England squad. But fair enough. So almost a slight mess up there between Saints at the back, but it's all good. Saylor recovers the ball up towards around 20. A minute gone in this game. First tackle for Saints. Clark will hand the ball off to Dagnall. Clark again. Now Robertson. Back from injury, couple of weeks. Thoughts on Davies not getting a call up? I think it's unfortunate. I think the other wingers that have been given a call up, they make sense to me, but I think Davies could have been worth a call up. I think at this point they could have had an even bigger training squad. Like literally everybody that's within, like has the chance of being in, should have been in. Like if it needs to be a 70-odd player squad, honestly just do it, because you can start to work it down over time. So kick on the last from Saints, recovered by Barron behind his own 10. There's a wall of Saints defenders. And that's true, Finn. And the next carry from Martin takes Hull FC just over their own 10. Caesar will then hand it off to Lytton up towards the 20. Ashton getting a call-up baffles me. And my assumption with injured players getting call-ups or players that are likely not to feature is one, let's say the recovery process is actually a little bit quicker than we expect, then at least they've been prepared. Two, I think players like Ashton and others that are on long-term injuries are likely to feature in the World Cup next year, and I think having them in the England environment for as much as possible can set them up much better for next year. So Ashton might not feature, but I think having him in the England setup, getting used to everything, more so now, because he's likely to play in the World Cup next year, will just set him up for next year. That's my assumption. St Helens on the third tackle, 3 minutes gone. Clark up to halfway on his right now, and Saints with Lees taking it over Hull FC's 40. I think Brimson will play in the Ashes. I'm not sure actually. I don't think he will. Clark just short of the 20, right of centre field. On his left to Mbai, chips the ball towards the back right. Felt goes up, pass it off to Robertson, but I think there's a possible push into touch from Caesar. Yeah, I think that was off Caesar. So that'll be a repeat set for Saints right in front of the try line. So just less than 4 minutes gone. Saints with a great chance here. Well done from Felt. Getting up, controlled the ball. Passing it off as well. Saints will be happy to have him back. So it'll be a scrum about 13 metres out. Anthony! Would you look at that? Thank you very much, Anthony. Welcome to the KRL Support membership. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. What a great group of people. What a splendid group of people. The St. Helens, 4.5 minutes gone, 15 metres out. Siranen carries the ball just short of the 10. Coming up towards 5 minutes, Clark at dummy half, over on the left-hand side. Comes back to his right. There's a strong carrier from Knowles. Very close. Very, very close. A metre short of the line, just right of the sticks. 5 minutes on the clock. Clark goes right to Lomax. Across to Felt. Got a bit of work to do here near the touchline, but just about stays in. Good defensive work from Hull FC. Not to give anything away. The ball comes loose. The referee is going to say that is a strip or penalty for St. Helens. Do not take the 2. Please do not do it. Samarito is here. Welcome. Hardacre fullback. Yeah, I think that's probably the right call, in my opinion. Didn't go too well for Rapiner. I think he's more comfortable at centre. Hardacre's used to fullback as well. I think that's probably the right call. Okay. Finally, we're back underway. There's a tap from Robertson 10 metres out. And that's going to be Wingfield with the first carry of this fresh set. 6 minutes on the clock. Trying to crash over with Lees. Stop between the sticks in front of the right post, actually. 6 minutes gone. Clark at dummy half. Walmsley to his right, but he's looking left. Shoots it out left to him by. Then he goes left to Saylor. It looks like they got the numbers in the space. Saylor almost in. Stopped a metre short. Just a metre short. Whitley then hands the ball off to Walmsley, who offloads it to Clark. He then scans the line. Just going to dart a little bit, and he's going to be stopped on the 10. So about 6 or 7 metres out. Knowles at dummy half, slightly right of the sticks. He's going to go short side right to Lomax. Then Saylor. Not much room to work with. Tries to kick the ball through. Into the legs of Litton, who recovers the ball. So Hull FC, they deal with that early pressure. Well done to Hull FC. Next carry from Martin. Cracking defensive line speed there on that first play from Saints. Caesar then hands it off to Rapiner. That's not Rapiner. It is Rapiner. Excuse me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Samarito, it's his birthday today, so he's in the squad. Hardacre with the next carry. On the 4th tackle. I now know why. Thank you, Jack Walker, for explaining that to me. I now know why. Okay. It always baffled me a little bit, like, why specifically? But it makes so much sense now that I know it. So, coming up to 8 minutes on the clock. Johnny Lomax will hand the ball off to Carl Felt. Alright. Can do, Samarito. Can do. So next carry, St. Helens coming up towards halfway with 8 minutes on the clock. 3rd tackle. And Siranen now takes it inside Hull FC territory. Coming up to the 4th tackle. Well, they're going to scoot down the short side left, but they eventually get an offload. Now coming back towards the middle with him by. Hands it off to Walmsley. Up towards the 30. And by chips the ball towards the back left. There's a decent chase there from St. Helens. Barron goes up, takes it cleanly. Well done, Harvey Barron. He stopped inches away from the touchline, but just about stays in. Now with Hardacre. Stopped 15 metres out from his own try line. I know he's at least your tipping Queensland plus Papa try scorer. I've not confirmed that yet. Rip Jota, also can't believe it, so sad. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. I was asked about it yesterday. I'll get back to the game in a second. People have asked my thoughts on the Jota thing. It's very sad. It is very sad indeed. And the one thing, from a positive viewpoint, I support Everton, Samarito. The one thing I want people to keep in mind is that in Jota's life, he won a Euros with Portugal, he won a Premier League with Liverpool, he won a Champions League with Liverpool, he had 2 kids, did he have, or more? I think he had 2 kids, he recently got married, so what a life to live. So it was a short life, but a very successful one, so well done to him. If only we could all achieve as much as that in our lives. So, yeah. Right. So back to the game. Thank you, Trent. There is a penalty for St. Helens. They could go for 2 this time round. They chose to play on last time. Was it a player tackle without the ball or something else in there? There's going to be a challenge from Hull FC. Okay, so it was called as tackle without the ball. Let's have a gander. He's tackle without the ball, yeah. That's fair. Are they going to go for 2, or are they going to play on? You guys know me at this point. If they just play on, I respect it. I like intent. You're in great field position. You've had the best of the field position for basically the entirety of these 10.5 minutes. I'm trying to think if Hull FC have even been in Saints territory. Okay. I massively disagree with this choice of going for 2. Massively disagree with it. I'm trying to think. What's the highest up the field that Hull FC have been? They've not even been in the red zone. I can't recall them being in the 30. They probably have been in the 30. They've been in Saints half, I think. But Hull FC have been nowhere near Saints end. You've had all the pressure down here. Yes, you're going to take a 2-point lead, but you're giving up all that field position. All it takes is one strong defensive set from Hull FC now, and you're under pressure. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Why are we wasting our challenge? I don't know. I don't know. It's the wrong call. I mean, it might work out. I just think, just personally for me, objectively, subjectively to me, it's the wrong call. Jota got Champions League runner-up, not Champions League. Still an incredible career. Well, didn't Jota win the Champions League with Liverpool? Did Liverpool not? Did they not win one recently? I might, yeah. Anyway. Sheridan with a line break. He's got Whitley on his outside. Barron is chasing though. He's quick. They get it off to Whitley. He's got support on his left from Dagnall. Barron is quick though. Hardacre is there to help out. Well done, Harvey Barron. Well done. It's now with Clark. So they do take the 2 and they find the line break, so that certainly helps out. But Lee's with a great chance here, stopped about 6 metres out. Don't take 2. Don't take 2. Don't do it. I don't think they're going to, which is good. That's the right call. Now with Walmsley, he's going to carry this ball now 5 metres out between the sticks. Just a few metres out, Clark goes left to Mbai. Then to Sailor, he's wrapped up. Well done from wrapping it to jam into him. Over on the left-hand side now, it's with Clark. Looks to go short side left, then cuts back towards the middle. Hands it off to Knowles, who takes it about 5 metres out, closer towards the sticks. In centre field, Clark waits a dummy half. He's going to switch back to Walmsley. Bit of room to run, trying to crash over, but plenty of black and white jerseys in the way. So just held up, so they'll play this from the 10 with 2 more tackles to go in this set. 14 minutes on the clock. Ransom, afternoon. I'm doing all right. I'm not too bad. I hope you are well. Do you think Morgan Knowles will be good in the NRL? He seems like the type to succeed. Great question. And also, it's a try for St. Helens. Great timing on that one. Yes, I think Knowles will do. I think he'll do fine in the NRL. So let's have a look at this one again, shall we? Let's have a look at this one. I did say Felt first try scorer, by the way, so get in. So went from Mbai to Lomax, then across to Sailor, shoots it out to Felt. That's a good ball. Just one to beat. Spins, puts the ball down. Nicely done from Saints. Well worked. Let's have a look at a view from behind. Oh, that's a great ball. Just Caesar to beat. That's a cracking pass, that. That's a cracking ball. That's going to be 6-0 with a kick to come. So 2-point helps. So when it comes to like taking the 2, when it's 0-0, it makes sense in this context because they've been able to work their way up the field and then score. But typically it's not as easy as that to work your way up the field. Typically, it's not that easy. So normally I think you're just giving up massive field position. Was bloody lovely. Nice. Does anyone feel weird when Lomax isn't wearing his cap? Does anyone look at him and think, who the hell are you? He doesn't look right. I feel like if I saw him on a night out and he wasn't wearing his cap, I think I'd feel weird. The kick from Lomax looks good, and that's not too bad. That's going to be an 8-point lead for Saints. Eight 0. So quite a bit of work for Hull FC to do. They've had barely any decent field position. They're down 8 points. They had a great chance to pin Saints back off the back of the penalty, but they just allow a fairly easy line break for Sirinen. Yes, they stop it eventually. But Hull FC, they need a strong defensive set here. They need one. They need to start getting back into this. Delaney with the first carry, really strong carry. I'm glad he's in the training squad for England. I do feel there's others that could have got in ahead of him, but I'm glad he's at least given a chance to experience this. Let's not go there, Samarito. Let's not go there. St. Helens on the third tackle up towards her own 30. Coming up towards 17 minutes on the clock. And Sailor will take a carry on the third. Clark then out the back to Mozambique on the fourth tackle. And again, fullback's taking the carry on the second to last. Thank you, Jack Walker. It's now locked in. Recovered up towards the 10 for Hardacre. Harvey Barron who I think could have been in the training squad for England. I think really could have been selected. Probably should have been. Now it's Caesar. Hands the ball off to Martin. Takes the ball over the 20. Hull FC now only about 25 metres out from their own try line. Next with Herman SAS straight into Wingfield. 4 Saints defenders to wrap him up. Borough now with Aiden over their own 40. And it's going to be the last tackle for the Black and Whites. Fantastic. So that's kind of cool. Like, my name comes up in orange on here when as I'm reading the chat. Lovely stuff. St. Helens in possession. 18 minutes gone in this game. Massively in control. Only need KR in Hull. Kick the Black and Whites into the Championship Banter Club. Oh. We'll see. You never know. You never know. So we've got a stopped clock at the moment. I know it's still running, but the game has stopped briefly. Back underway. Robertson with the next carry, coming up towards the third tackle now. Saints just short of halfway. He's still moving. He's still going. Liam Knight can't get him down. He eventually does. Plays it for Clark, who gives it to Saylor. He gets an offload for Clark, who just knocks the ball on. Don't challenge it. You know you knocked it on. No, Samarito. I'm on the Coca-Cola. That's what I'm on. 19 minutes gone. Mistake there for St. Helens. So this will probably, as long as Saints aren't like incredible on this next defensive set, Hull FC should be in their best field position by the end of this set. True, Samarito. Very true. Never heard a more true statement in my entire life. Scrum on the 40 for Hull FC. First carry is going to be from Rapiner. Takes them just a few metres over the 40. Borough. Then with Ashworth. Making a few metres there, but defensively Saints have looked good on these first 2 plays. First one was out the back of the scrum. Second one, they don't quite get over halfway. Now they do, but a mistake from Herman SASA. Just gifting Saints great field position. All you had to do was complete a set. That's all you had to do. That's it. Complete a set. Well, they didn't. Right. There's going to be a scrum for Saints. Just short of halfway. They'll go left to Mozambique. He hands the ball off to Whitley, who then takes them just inside Hull FC territory. Next carry from Sirenen. With the line break earlier in this game, takes them up towards the 40. 21 minutes gone. Lees up towards the 30. St. Helens, plenty of tackles left in this set. Great opportunity to extend the lead and hit double digits. Chance here for, I think that was Delaney. Gets a fairly quick play the ball for Clark, who shoots it left to Mbai. The ball then comes loose. I think that was knocked on from Hull FC. Barron has a bit of room to run, but yes, that was knocked on from Hull FC. Yeah, Jordan Rapiner just batting that ball down. Fair play, diffusing that situation. They've got another set to deal with on their own line, though. Are you doing the Wakey game? I'm not. I'm going to be going out with mates later, so I will not be doing that one. Do Saints have a chance of winning Super League Kinetic? Very, very slim chance. I think they do, but it's a very slim chance, in my opinion. Scrum for St Helens on this fresh set. 15 metres out, right to Lomax. He's currently in centre field, now up towards the 10. It's 8-0 lead for Saints. Lomax will play this for Clark just right of centre field. He'll go left to Knowles. Carries it straight between the sticks. He's going to play this about 5 metres out for Darryl Clark. Clark goes left to Mbai. Cut out pass to Whitley. He's then wrapped up by Rapin. That's a great tackle over near the left touch line. Don't know what Cade Cust is doing. I don't know what Jordan Rapin is doing. What are you doing? Eventually going to play this for Dagnall. Comes back on his right to Moses Mbai, who gives it to Delaney. He's then stopped on the 10. Gives it to Lees. He's trying to crash over. That's a strong carry. Last tackle now for St Helens in front of the left post. Just over 23 minutes gone. Clark goes right to Lomax. Bit of space on the right-hand side, maybe. Tough one for Felt to deal with. That goes over the top, and that's out on the full. Penalty for Hull FC. So, bit of relief there. Bit of relief. Stephen, hi Kinetic. Do you think Hull KR and Wigan in grand final come October time? Which other side might be a dark horse? I think Leeds are definite dark horses. And I think I want to see a little bit more consistency from Lee in the next few weeks. Yeah, I still think KR Wigan final. Leeds are very close as of right now. Lee, I think, are next in line. But I want to see a bit more consistency from them. Just at least towards the back end. I think there's a few too many up and downs for Lee. I know they've had a lot of injuries to deal with, especially in the spine, a bit of reshuffling at times. But, yeah, we'll see. We will see. Hull FC now on the 4th tackle up towards the 40. Aiden with the next carry. Takes this up towards the halfway line. Borough with 24 and a half minutes on the clock goes out the back to Aiden Caesar. Cade Cuss with a fairly decent chase onto Sailor, but not really under much pressure. That's not a great chase from Hull FC there. Plays it on the 20. Now with Johnny Lomax, hands the ball off to Dagnall. Only making a few metres on that first carry. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. So there was an offload for Mbai. He's under a bit of pressure there. He's wrapped up and loses a little bit of ground. Oh. He's the one that wears all the different kits and stuff. He was... he's very funny. He's very funny. He helped to advertise the M&D fundraiser that I did. So he's all right in my book. Right, a mistake here means that Hull FC have possession now inside Saints territory. Provided they finish this set, they should be in their best field position of the game so far. SA is now on for Hull FC. Barely making meters there. The defensive line speed from Saints has been really good so far in this game. Caesar is then wrapped up just short of 30. 26 minutes on the clock. 3rd tackle for the Black and Whites. Oh, very nice, very nice. They go right to Cust. He then pops the ball up to Cartwright. He was looking for an offload then. Probably not the right place to do it. But he knocks on in the process. So that's going to be a lost ball from the Black and Whites. Just finish a set. Okay? Just finish a set. Oh my God. There's always one. There's always one. Just finish a set. Clip farming 101. I don't even put clips like that in the stream highlights stuff, really. I just... Because it won't even be on, like, the highlights video. The only clips that go in, typically that go into the stream highlights are just if they're posted on the highlights of the actual game. Who knows, though? Who knows? It baffles the brain, though. You're getting absolutely shat on. It's some of the best field position you've had all game. Just finish a set. Pin them back in the corner. It's getting ridiculous now. Saints up towards their own 40. Fourth tackle. Clark's going to scoop from dummy half and take him up towards halfway and a few metres over it as well. 3 black and white shirts in the tackle. They eventually bring him down. The ball comes loose. That should be a lost ball. Yes, it is. Hull FC, you've been gifted the ball. Just short of halfway. Finish a set. Thank you. Right. Queensland 22, New South Wales 20, Papali'i, Munster, Hammer try scorers. Maybe. Right then. Coming up towards 29 minutes on the clock. 8-0 for St Helens. Scrum for Hull FC just short of halfway. They shoot it right to Hardacre. And that's offside from St Helens. I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. So offside, penalty for Hull FC. Now they'll be in their best field position of the game. I haven't properly decided yet, Samarito. I'm not 100% sure. It's now with Aidan Caesar in centre field, 30 metres out. Then to Hardacre. Now with Lytton, only 25 metres out. About to hit the red zone. Borough will switch back to Aidan. Under pressure almost immediately. Possible high shot. And it's going to be a penalty. So surely now Hull FC will be inside the red zone with the best field position of the game. Can they build a bit of pressure? We will see. There's a tap 25 metres out and SA will take the first carry of this fresh set for Hull FC. 10 minutes left in this first half. They could certainly do with a try. Let Saints know that they're actually there. Caesar goes left to Hardacre under a bit of pressure, but skips past Robertson, who jams in. He's now 15 metres out. Best field position for Hull FC so far in this game. Second tackle. Caesar in centre field will switch back to Knight. Now only 5 or 6 metres out. In centre field. Plays this for Borough. Right to SA, trying to crash over. 6 again for the black and whites. They'll play the ball just in front of the right stick. Borough, right to Caesar. Switches back to Cartwright. Cuts back towards the middle. Half a break. Offloads the ball. Didn't need to do that at all. Just didn't need to do it. And they just give the ball to Saints. You just don't need to do it. You just don't need to do it. I've grown a goatee for the Shibasaki Masterclass. Go on, Trent. Go on. I hope he does well. I hope he does well. St Helens now in possession with Cal Felt up towards the 20. Sailor will scoot, finds half a break there, takes him up towards the 40. So you have your best field position of the game, a chance to pin them back. What do you do after 2 tackles? Or it's now, after 3 tackles, they are now in your half. Well done, FC. Well done. Is Shibasaki Japanese? I think he was born in Australia, but I believe has Japanese heritage. I'm not sure if his parents are Japanese, so he might be. So towards the back left, Hardacre recovers the ball just behind his own 10. Yeah, FC not doing particularly well in this game. I think they're missing Price massively. Like, massively. I think before Price came in, I think Hull FC were an okay team. and they'd learned how to play without him. Obviously, they didn't have him to start with, so they kind of learned without him. And then he came in. I think they almost became a little bit dependent on their attack with him, and now they're missing him. I'm not sure they really know what to do in possession. And the forwards, I don't think the forwards have been quite as effective as they were earlier in the season. I think the forwards have taken a bit of a step back recently. So there's a fairly long kick on the last tackle, recovered by Dagnall. Takes it up towards his own 30. 2 weeks ago, Shibasaki and Horsburgh was in my Origin squad, and I got one right. Not the one I thought, though. Yeah, I still wish that Horsburgh got some more game time. Born in Townsville, not sure about heritage. And imagine with a name like Shibasaki, I'm sure there's some Japanese heritage in there. I'm sure. They need that alas bread fashion. Of course. Fourth tackle for St Helens. Ignatius Passy is now on. There's an offload from him, though, to Clark. Half a break up towards the 20. Last tackle for St Helens. They'll play this for Lees in centre field. Left to Mozambique. Chip kick towards the back left. Harvey Barron goes up. Comes down with it awkwardly. Possibly tackled in the air from Dagnall. That looks like it's going to be a penalty for Hull FC. But well done from Harvey Barron. Really well done. That's an awkward landing. Very awkward. Okay, right. Lomax and Moore got to an agreement in the end. The penalty for Hull FC, they only get it up towards their own 20, so a fresh set. Now with Lafache is on. He's on. Now with SA. Bumps into... Is that Delaney? Or is that... No, that's Wingfield. My bad, pimp. My bad. Plays it for Borough. Just short of the 30. Left to Hardacre, who takes it over the 30. Has to come back towards the middle. A few extra post-contact meters there, so not too bad. Up towards the 40. Now with Aiden. Right to Caesar. Then across to Rapiner. Up towards halfway. And there's a high shot in there from St Helens. So 5 minutes to go in this first half. Hull FC really needs some points. I didn't see anything too bad. Channel's it on? It's on Sky Sports Plus. Oof. Okay, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. I'm okay with no sin bin there. So there's a kick from the halfway line into touch. Hull FC will start a fresh set 30 metres out. A tap from Rapiner. He then gives it to Cuss. Now to SA. Bumps off Lees, but then a few more Saints defenders pushing back slightly. Now it's Caesar. Then to Aiden. Slammed onto the ground by Johnny Lomax. It's a great tackle. About 26 or 27 metres out. Borough in centre field. Goes right to Caesar. Pops it out the back to Hardacre. He then just takes a carry over on the right-hand side. Over the 20. Now about 16, 17 metres out. Now Cust. Left to Caesar. Shoots it over the top to Martin. That's a hell of a ball. Oh, he just drops the ball in the corner. Good defensive scramble from Saints. Great effort from Martin. What a ball from Aiden Caesar, by the way. What a ball. 1,000 to 1 bet is felt first. Sorted. FC under 8.5. Looks likely. Hardacre to score a try. Saints win. Okay. That's kind of on at the moment. Like, that's on. Right, we have 2.5 minutes to go. If Hull FC can keep... If Hull FC can keep Saints pinned back on this set, they've got a great chance with one more set, most likely, in front of Saints' try line. We shall see. There's now a Dagnall. Skips past one, cuts back towards the right-hand side. Not quite wrapped up yet, takes it over the 20. Second tackle. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Up towards the 30. Clark plays it. It's played for Clark. Hands the ball off to Matty Lees. Takes it over the halfway line. Honestly, I don't know. Sam Rito, I don't know. I think it's possible. Like a sweeping run out the back. Finds a line break. I think it's possible. Or a support run. Maybe. So the last tackle for Saints have made it up towards Hull FC's 30. They literally started the set from their own 10. 10 or 20. And they're already up to the other end of the field. So this is... I reckon Saints will get the ball back one more time here, but Hull FC needs to start chucking the ball around unless they don't want to risk anything in this half. Now with Harvey Barron, takes it over the 20, now 25 metres out from their own try line. Then over the 30, coming up towards the 40. There's now 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth tackle for the Black and Whites. Left to SA and he just knocks the ball on. Do you put on a few cheeky bets? It's been a while. I've not done one for a long time. Wanted to kind of kick that a little bit. So, just over 30 seconds to go. The clock is currently stopped. There's a scrum for Saints 40 metres out. I do understand John Wells' point about going for one. I think they could do. Just makes it a little bit awkward. I think one would be fine. But if they went for a try, I could respect it. Sailor is going to surrender. I don't know anything about MMA, UFC. I don't know anything about it, so no idea. Saints, with a few seconds left on the clock, they might choose to go for one here. We'll see. Mbai is going to go for one. That is way too low. Taken on the full by Lytton. So last chance for FC, and he's just going to carry the ball straight up, and that's going to be half time. Right then, Hull FC are playing awful. Just awful. Not good. So at half time, 8-0 for St Helens. They've had most of the best field position. Hull FC don't look like scoring at all. They do not look good. Do not look good at all. I don't know. What's the solution? I don't know. I've also, by the way, folks, just hit 900. Forget both of those numbers. 9,400 subscribers. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that indeed. I think I'm going to do... I was planning on doing like a 10k special. I don't know what it would be. I was kind of thinking the video, like a 10k special would be like a sort of behind the scenes thing on how I do everything. Just so people kind of see the magic behind the videos. How I plan the videos, how I make the videos, how I do the live streams, the TikTok stuff, that kind of thing. Something like that was what I was sort of thinking. I feel like I might hit it after the next State of Origin stream. I feel like that's possibly when I'm going to hit it. I'm not doing any of that. Not doing any of that. Hello, Kieran. You must be happy with that half. Not too bad from St Helens. You must be pretty happy. I'm not sure where the spark comes from for Hull FC. I'm not sure. Is it going to be a kick from Caesar, like a 40-20? Is it going to be a step from Cust? Is it going to be a big hit from SASA? I feel like they're the only guys that can really like spark something. I'm not sure where it's going to come from. I have actually got the qualifying up now as well. I've kind of got that up. I'm not going to be constantly looking at it, but just sort of can see it. I'm going to top up my drink real quick. So I'll be right back, folks. But thanks for stopping by. I'll be back very shortly. Bang! Okay. Does anyone see Hull FC coming back? You know what? Let's good plays. Don't need to force the offloads, but lads are doing it tough. If it says it is, I'll be right. But more importantly, got a slice of birthday cake and a brew. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Kieran. Very nice. Bit of birthday cake. Lovely stuff. Lovely. So I will not be streaming Wakefield vs Catalans later because I'm out for a meal. Nice meal with mates. Should be good. But I will be back tomorrow for Hull KR vs Leeds. That should be a cracking game, hopefully. So try from Felt after 15 minutes, a conversion from Lomax and a penalty from Lomax earlier on in the game as well. Time is a match. Oh, is that match? It's at 3 o'clock. The one tomorrow is at 3 o'clock. I don't think either team's been... Okay, when I say this, I don't think either team's been exceptional, but I think Saints have been pretty good. But I don't think Saints have needed to be exceptional. But some things have done really well. Defensively, I think their line speed has been excellent. And getting multiple men in the tackle. Like, not just one or two shooting out the line. They're getting, like, really good inside pressure. Moving up as a unit. And when some of the big men, like SASA, Aiden, Ashworth, Knight, SA, you know, they take carries through the middle. They're Saints are getting multiple men in the tackle, stopping them like straight away. They're not getting dragged further up the field. They're stopping them straight away. So defensively, I think Saints have been really good today, especially through the middle. They've not had to do much defending on their own goal line. There was one moment Martin had in the corner that they're just showing on the screen now. Saints scrambled really well. But Saints have been just dominating in the middle. So... fair enough. %61% possession to Saints. 669 metres to Hull FC's 378. Less tackles to make. 18 missed tackles for Hull. 14 for Saints. 7 errors for Hull. 4 for Saints. Saints have conceded more penalties. Oof. Oh, okay. Let's go Cal Felt again, shall we? Let's go Cal Felt. Let's have a look at this poll. 5 votes. 100% say no. Hull FC will not come back. I would probably have to agree with that one. But you never know. You never know. A reminder to people that the interview with Jack Walker will be premiering on this channel at 5:30 tomorrow. I saw that, Paul. Saw that. Your guess is Sailor? Okay. Alright. Alright. Attendance is 11,355. Anyone have any predictions on the game later? I do have Wakefield to win. Or does anyone have any predictions? I'm trying to think, what do I have exactly for that score? Let's have a gander. Give me and buy the man allergic to grass. Wakey win, I reckon 30-14. Okay, okay. Okay, what did I have for the Wakey game? Let's have a look. There it is. So for this game, I had 26-12 to St Helens. 28-12 I had for Wakefield. And I've got Hull KR winning 24-22. Yep. I know that would be the most that KR have conceded all year, aside from the Wigan game, I think. But I don't know. At some point, there'll be a game where they concede more than normal. At some point, you'd imagine. I think it's just going to be a good battle through the middle between KR and Leeds. Week 14, Catalans 4. Okay. It's fairly low scoring. Do wish Jowett got a chance in the training squad. There are a lot of omissions. There's a lot of players that could have been selected that weren't. There's a massive list. KR Leeds going to be an epic game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So 6 votes now. Everyone says no, FC will not come back. I do want to say, by the way, one thing I greatly appreciate is, I think the first game I ever live streamed was last season. I did Leeds versus Huddersfield. And I can't remember the total viewership, but the peak viewers were not very high. I think it had like maybe 3 people at most. There was like a couple people that just came in and out. There was barely anyone here. Barely anybody. I was like talking to myself for the whole thing. It felt extremely awkward and extremely draining, just like commentating to basically nobody. But now, look at it. There's regulars in here. There's 20 people right now. It could be 30 to 40 during a game. People chatting, asking questions, people interacting. It's a massive difference. So thank you very much to those that stopped by. That's why I do feel awkward about doing NRL games sometimes. I want to do more NRL games to kind of build that side of the community as well. Because sometimes I'll get maybe 8 or 9 people in here sometimes. And it's like, I feel like I'm speaking to nobody. It feels a little bit draining, like, doing this in front of basically nobody. Origin will be big numbers next week, mate. Well, I'm hoping so. Hoping for that 10k subscriber target. That was the target by the end of the year, 10k subs. Also hit 1 million views on the channel a few days ago. So, that's been quality. Thank you for your time and energy. I think that more importantly, thank you guys for your time. You know? And some of the donations, the memberships, like that's more valuable, I think. Because anyone could do what I'm doing. Should we get a trumpet? We're going to get a cheeky trumpet. I'm sorry, mate, but when Origin is on after lock-in, that's fine, Trent. Don't you worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not work, Rob, mate. It pays off. Well done. Thank you, Sam. Sammy Snake. You wouldn't be watching if the content was good, mate? Well, that's greatly appreciated. I think in future there's more that I want to add to it. There's more that I want to do. So there is a hope. Okay, when the RL26 game comes out next month, or it's this month, isn't it? So in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to try and spend the next few weeks like scheduling things in an attempt to see if I could do this for a living. As of right now, it ain't going to happen. But with the RL26 content, I don't know what kind of views I'm going to get during the streams and the videos. If they do really well, then great. And maybe do some things differently with the stream that get more people in, that keep more people for longer. So I'm going to try and see in the next 3 to 4 weeks, once the game comes out, if there's evidence that I could turn this into a full-time thing, or very, very close to a full-time thing. So I'm gonna see what I can do. At least give it a go whilst I'm currently not working, and just kind of go all out and give it a go. But we're back underway. Second half has now begun. It is getting warm in here, so that fan's going on. Going to get good numbers for the Ashes as well. That's very true. Good point. Very good point. I won't be streaming the second game because I'll be at that with Sammy Snake and a few others. But straight off the rip, there's a mistake from St Helens. Hull FC will start this second half inside St Helens territory. There we go. Maybe a Hardacre try. Maybe. So then, the clock is still ticking away. We're about to hit the first minute with nothing happening so far. Hope the fan isn't too bad. Hope that's all good. So, scrum for Hull FC, 25 metres out. Now with Caesar and a mistake immediately. Penalty for Saints. And they'll start a fresh set inside Hull FC territory. Just complete a set. That's all you got to do. Just complete a set. And Wingfield has now dropped it for Saints. Just someone, please, just someone complete a set. So it's now going to be Hull FC's ball. We've had 2 minutes and 20 seconds gone in this second half, and we've had the return from Saints off the kickoff. We had the first carry from the scrum, and then the first carry off the back of that penalty for Saints. That's all we've had in 2.5 minutes. So it's with Hardacre over the 30 up towards the 40. Not the best completion, not at all, Trent, not at all. Borough on the 40. Now in centre field with Cartwright. Takes him up towards halfway. SA up towards St Helens 40. Plenty of tackles left in this set, so not too bad for Hull FC here if they can actually complete this set. Which now with Aiden Caesar finds a line break somehow. Skips past one, stopped by Sailor. Boot comes loose, I think, unless he's just wearing white boots, can't tell. Anyway, it's with Hardacre. He's going to cut back towards the middle slightly. Stopped 89 metres out. I thought Caesar lost a boot there, but he hasn't. But it's with Cade Cust. On the 10, left to Caesar. Kicks the ball through. Calfelt is there. Just go all the way. Go all the way. Takes it over the 10. It's with Robertson. Skips past a few. Robertson still moving. A break down the right-hand side. Is anyone catching him? Is there support from the fullback? Yes, there is. He's eventually brought down. That's a great run there from Robertson. That's a cracking run. Now St Helens with a great chance to hit double digits. In centre field with him by 30 metres out. Rapiner jams at the line. That gives Saints a little bit of a chance down the left edge, but they stop just short of the 20. Sirenen's going to play this for Lomax, just left to centre field. Back towards the middle with Lees. He gives the ball to Delaney. Now the fourth tackle. Clark in centre field, 15 metres out. He's going to go himself, just over the 10. Saints now 7 or 8 metres out. Right at the sticks. Passy. Looking who to give it to. Out the back to Mozambique. He then looks towards the right-hand side of the field. Cal Felt is going to go up for this one. Cal Felt is going to put the ball down. Pay up, Sam. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't need to. Don't need to. But that's going to be a try for St. Helens. There we go. Saints hit double digits. That's going to be 12 with a kick to come. This has been a kind of weird game, honestly. I mean, Hull FC haven't done themselves any favours. Told you Cal hat-trick incoming. Well, you might be right. You might be right. That Robertson going to be good when he beefs up a bit. That's true. True. Just a bit more size on him. Starting right centre for England in the future. The future is looking bright for England. I think you've got... Unless I'm missing a fullback, you've likely got... Kai Taylor-Ray at fullback. Barron on the right. Robertson his centre. Eckersley left centre. Martin left winger, I think. I have Jack Farman at 6 most likely. Maybe Whitby at 7, like for the far, far future. Possibly. .12-point advantage for St. Helens. 6 minutes gone. A kick near the touchline from Lomax. Not right near the touchline. Slightly more infield, near the outer hash. Well, outer marking. Jack Broadbent, or possibly. Oh, Sammy. Sammy, lad. What a guy. The kick from Lomax is no good. So that's going to stay 12-0. And a trumpet. For Sammy Snake. Thank you very much. Thank you for the donation. What a guy. What a guy. 17 votes. Nobody thought Hull FC's coming back. I think those 17 peeps might be correct. Make that 18 because I was included in that. Getting that kick would have been helpful actually for the exact score. Delaney with the first carry on this return. He's going to play this for Lomax. Next carry from Saints takes it over the 20, now 25 metres out from their own try line. Clark waits at dummy half. Skips past one and gives it to Passy, who takes it over the 30. Now just a few metres shy of the 40. 7 minutes gone in the second half. So with Clark. Hands it off to Lees. Over the 40. Now with Tristan Saylor on the 4th tackle. Takes it over halfway inside Hull FC territory. And there's a contest, but Barron wins that one. Barron's been actually... There's not been much great from FC today, but Barron, in the moments that he's had, I think has been really, really solid. He's won most, if not all, of his contests today. And it's going to be a Hull FC penalty. Did ground the ball, but then was pushed into touch. So, penalty there. Just checking Q3 in the F1 as well. Just checking that. Saints are going to challenge that one. I'm just watching the last 45 seconds in the F1. I'm still going to focus on the game, but I just want to keep an eye on this as well. Because Hamilton was P1 in Q2. Well, I'd imagine the McLarens are going to maybe get it done. Let's see. I think if somebody lets go of Barron, then the push into touch is okay. So there's, I think, Does Whitley need to have hands on Barron or just any part of him, like a shoulder touching him or something? I'm not sure. Successful challenge from Saints. Okay. My God, a Haas is 5/10 behind Piastri. Jesus Christ. Okay, a Haas. But a 10-place grid penalty, though. So, okay. Right then, I'll turn that off. How did the Bulldogs let Sexton go? Genuine NRL half let through their fingers? Yeah, that's a weird one for me. I actually... Unless they've told him who they plan to sign or bring in as a head coach, I don't know. Because Catalans have got a good team on paper. He'll be familiar with Keary, so he gets to play with Keary. He gets to play with Pangai Jr., with Whitehead. So there's a lot of NRL talent in there. They might still be bringing in Chance Nickel-Klokstad, I don't know. So he'll be... Like, it's a decent squad there at Catalans, but is Joel Tompkins going to be the guy to steer the ship? I don't know. I don't know. So they'll have a great squad next year, but are they going to... I don't know. Well, it's a tough one. Well, back to the game. 12-0 for Saints. Coming up to 49 minutes on the clock. Clark is 15 metres out. Right to Lomax. Then right to Saylor. Robertson is almost in. Held up, maybe? Oh, that's good work. Good defensive work to keep him up from Hull FC. The thing is, as much as Saints have been in full control of this game, they don't look like losing it. There's still half an hour to go. It's only 12 points. Hull FC get themselves just one decent moment where they can put up 6 points and they're right back in it. Like, even though Saints have been clearly in control of this game, just one moment and Hull FC could be right back in it. But Saints right in front of the try line. Could be looking to go for one at some point. I saw that, Josh, saw that. So Hull FC will play the ball 5 metres out from their own try line. Martin will carry the ball just short of the 10. Cust will wait at dummy half. And there's a mistake from Litton and Saints come up with the ball. Oh my God. Oh my God. 6 again for Saints, 5 metres out. Clark will go left to Passy. He's jammed into by, I think that's Cartwright. It's a good tackle. So they drag Saints back a little bit. This is awful from Hull. This is awful. 15 metres out. Plays it for Clark. Hands it off to Lees. Takes it over the 10. Now about 8 metres out. 50 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Clark will go to his right to Lomax. He pops it out the back to Saylor. Then cuts it out to Calfelt. Tries to shut the ball back inside, but he's dragged into touch. Good defensive work there from Hull FC. Your next challenge is complete the set. That's your next task. Hull FC in possession. They'll play the ball on their own 10. Now it's with Harvey Barron. He is stopped on the 10. Herman SSA is now back on. Rapiner will take the next carry, making about 6 or 7 metres on that play. Now with Borough, who gives the ball to Lafache up towards the 20. Here we go, SAS8 back on the field, bumps off one, gets an offload for Cust. SAS8 needs a massive impact here. And there's a break here for Caesar. Finally, bit of luck for Hull FC. He's got Martin in support. Oh, that's Litton, sorry. Litton getting chased down by Robertson. He's got it down. There we go. That's what I was saying. Just a moment. Just one little moment that Hull FC needed. They get this conversion. They're literally in it. And they've had barely any control in this game at all. That's all he needed, just one moment. But video ref will check this one. It was Hamilton and Pole. I didn't really see. I thought it was. Yeah, Verstappen. Yeah. Just checking the grounding. Pretty sure that's grounded, and that's all good. Right, that should be all good. Caesar is good. Caesar's done pretty well for Hull this year. I think he's been massive for them. He's given them a kicking game. He's actually had a few decent line breaks here and there as well, so he's been pretty good for their offense. So there we go. That's going to be 12-4 with a kick to come. This is a massive kick. Prime Caesar at the Titans, I don't remember him being there, personally. There we go. That's all they needed, just that one moment. And they got it. That's a slow play of the ball. It's a set defensive line. But a great line there from Caesar. Support from Litton on his outside. That's... okay, that's... a bit forward. Okay. Well... I might have to see it again just to double check, but that on that one it looked a bit forward. Anyway, doesn't matter. We move on. And the kick from Hardacre is good. It's going to be 12-6. I will be baffled if Saints lose this one. Okay, about to get back underway. St Helens will kick to Hull FC. Carl Felt with the kickoff. Here we go. 53 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. Almost with a foot into touch. Hull FC will start this set only 5 metres out from their own try line, so it could be under a bit of pressure here. Hardacre takes it over the 10. Makes about 10 metres on that carry, not too bad. Plays of a Borough. He then hands it off to Herman SASA. Bumps straight into Alex Walmsley. Over the 20. The whistle is blown. That's a penalty for the black and whites. So all of a sudden... was it Hardacre? It was not. It was Litton. So all of a sudden, momentum is now swinging. For the first 50 minutes, Saints were massively on top. But it was only 12 points. They were massively on top. Full control. Hull FC were nowhere near being in this game. But as I said, all it took was one moment. That was it. One moment and they're back in. Borough, now with Aiden, over the 40. Chance for Hull FC, if they can actually complete the set, can pin Saints into one of the back corners. Now with Cust, he'll pop the ball up to Cartwright. Takes him just short of halfway. He's going to play this one for Borough. Now on the third tackle, left to Lafache, who pops it up to Herman SASA. Now about 45 metres out. Evening, Alex. Good to see you. Bonjour. Now with Lafache. Out the back to Cust. He's going to engage the line. He's wrapped up by Siranen. And Byers is also there to help. Eventually got it. We got there in the end. 30 metres out for the black and whites. Last tackle. 55 minutes on the clock. Out the back to Aiden Caesar. A little bit of pressure there from Alex Walmsley. Kicks the ball towards the back right. Dagnall is up. Takes it cleanly. Big hit into the back from Cartwright. And Saints pinned behind their own 10 at the moment. See if we can get a good defensive set here from Hull FC. And that's a great scramble from Cartwright from Marker. Play it 6 metres out. It's now with Whitley still behind the 10. Saints getting pinned back. Whitley tried to play the ball a little bit too far upfield. He's been asked to go back a little bit. Plays it exactly where he did before. What's the point? What's the point? It's the same place where he played it, and you stopped play to make him play it in the exact same spot. What's the point? Walmsley then takes it over the 20. Hello to all the newcomers. Thanks for finally showing up. It's with him by, under a bit of pressure on the last. 56 minutes on the clock. It's going to bounce once, then twice. Pops up nicely for Hardacre, playing at fullback today. Switches back to Harvey Barron. He'd love a clean break here, because once he's gone, I don't know if there's anyone really stopping him. I know Robertson's quick, but I don't know if he's stopping Barron. Hull FC on the second tackle up towards halfway. Lytton smashed onto the ground by Sirinen. That looked uncomfortable. It's now with Liam Knight taking the ball up towards the 40 inside Saints territory. And the whistle is blown for a lost ball. Do they want to challenge this? Borough is not convinced. Knight wanted to challenge it. Borough's not convinced. Oh, they don't even have a challenge anyway. It's my bad, pimp. My bad. Saints do have a challenge. Hull FC do not. I have to see a different angle, I think. Yeah, I think he's lost it. What did Hull challenge earlier? What did they challenge? I could picture it, but I can't. I can and I can't picture it. Someone might have to remind me. The in touch thing. No, that was Saints. No, it was Saints that challenged that. I can't quite remember what it was. Well, Robertson carries the ball over halfway. Oh, it was tackle without the ball. Saints passed the ball off to, I think it was Sirinen. I think Borough wrapped him up before he actually touched the ball. So it was tackle without the ball, and they were wrong about that. He was actually tackled without the ball. That was the one. He's now with Knowles in centre field, 20 metres out, left to him by. He pops up to Sirinen. Can he get an offload? Chucks the ball over the top to Dagnall. He stops 7 metres out. Great chance there for St Helens. But a few more tackles in this set, I think. I don't see the tackle count at the moment. 4 tackles, yes. 2 more tackles to go. Now in Knowles, he'll switch back to Walmsley. Carries the ball up towards the 10. Saints could look for a drop goal. I think that would be a smart move. Whether they want to go for it now, I don't know. It's now with Clark on the last. Left to him by. Then across to Sirinen. Good hands towards Dagnall. Kicks the ball through, but there's a wall of black and white shirts there. Just to collect it. Rapiner doesn't let the ball go through. He's going to have to play this for Cust right in front of his own try line. And Harvey Barron takes the next carry. Dagnall is smashed into the head. He's not looking good. Oof, Dagnall just flopped to the ground. That's not good. That's not good. Hey mate, the Discord link isn't working. Do you have the channel name or something? Yeah, let me get a fresh thing. I don't know why it keeps like messing up. I don't get it. Because every time I've put a Discord link somewhere, I've clicked set this link to never expire, and it never seems to be working. Well, there you go. I'll pin that. So Discord invite link is pinned in the chat. Hopefully Dagnall's alright. That's the link you get. Imagine being his parent in the crowd. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've said that about Josh Thulis. My dad says that about Josh Thulis as well. And even Jake Thulis had a moment a couple of weeks ago, I think. It's like, could you imagine just nearly every single week your lad just getting smashed in the head? It's just... it must be horrible. There didn't look like much head contact there, not from what I saw, but I didn't actually see a collision. I might have to see that one again, but looks like he's alright. Oh, there might have been a slightly swinging arm or something, I'm not sure. Okay, I think that's going to be Dagnall's day over, most likely. Yeah, it looks horrible sometimes. Thanks, mate. Glad to be part of the Discord. Well, thank you for being part of the Discord. Hoping to get some more people in there. We'd like some more people from the NRL side of things. Would be great. Right then. When will FC finally win again? Who knows? Nobody knows. Oh yeah, you're permanently banned. Well, I believe if you were banned, it's because your behaviour was not good enough. So, there you go. So there's a great kick from Hull FC, collected by Sailor behind the 10. Carries it over the 20. Yeah, pretty sure he did. If he's the person I'm thinking of, it absolutely did. At least he knows. I'm pretty sure you said that you deserved it as well. So previously, so as a potential break for Robertson, bit of work to do actually, but he's done a fantastic job there, making some great ground. He's now with Mbai over halfway. He's still moving. This is poor. Just missed tackle after missed tackle. Mbai is still moving though. Two great carries from Mbai and Robertson. They'll play this ball about 15 metres out. Now with Felt in centre field. Then it's with Knowles. Takes it over the 10. Just less than 20 minutes to go. It's left to Mbai. Out the back to Lomax. Shoots the ball across. Robertson can't collect that ball. And it's going to go into touch. So we'll have 19.5 minutes to go. Hull FC still in this game. I think in the last 10 minutes of the first half, they started to kind of come back into it a little bit, but they still weren't great. I just can't believe this is actually a close game at this point. So 19 minutes left. Borough will hand the ball off to Chamberlain. Makes a metre in total from that carry. Ashworth has come on to replace Cartwright. Is this Cartwright's first game back after a few weeks, or was he back last week as well? Can't quite remember. So it's now in centre field with Knight, who goes right to Caesar. He shoots the ball across to Rapiner, trying to get past one. He does, but then he's wrapped up immediately by Siranen. The crowd's not happy about something. High shot, is that what they're thinking? Rapiner slow to get up. Maybe there was a high shot in there, but not too sure. So we're back underway. Knight carries the ball up towards the 30. Rapiner's not in a good way at the moment. But it's now with SASA. A few metres on that next carry. Last tackle though. 18 minutes left in this game. Still plenty of time for Hull FC. It's with Hardacre on the last. Under a bit of pressure, but gets the ball away. Plenty of height on this one. Sailor collects it in front of his own try line. And carries it back towards the middle. Lafash and Borough are there to wrap him up. I'll play this for Lomax in centre field. Good afternoon, Slink. Welcome back. Good to see you. Good to see you. Lomax at dummy half again. Will hand the ball off to Darryl Clark. Takes it just short of the 30. Cartwright watches over on the black and whites. Currently 6 points down. With the fourth tackle coming up for Saints. Not made too many metres on this set. So this might work out quite nicely for the black and whites in a minute. PSG or Bayern? Bayern. Can't believe I'll be seeing this team Friday, St. Helens. Oh yeah, that was your first game, wasn't it? And collected on the 10 by Martin. Carries up towards the 20. 17 minutes to go, or just less than 17 minutes to go. And Barron bumps off one, carries the ball up towards the 30. He's not too bad, is he? Not too bad. It's not been his best year, but I think he's started to settle back in quite nicely. Hardacre with a great carry over halfway. 16.5 minutes left. He'll play this for Ashworth over on the right-hand side of the field. Coming back towards middle now with Rapiner. Cust on halfway, gives it to SAS. I think he wanted to switch back in the offload. Do you have to be onside to tackle after kick? If you were more than 10 metres away from where the catch was, you can tackle them. And there was an offload from Cust, knocked on by SAS8. Do you think I'll see him Friday? Well, he's likely to be playing. Maybe you can get a picture with him, who knows? Who are Saints playing next week, actually? Let's have a gander. Saints will be playing... Oh, Leeds. That'll be a tough one. Oh, yeah, so... Alex, if you're the one chasing and you're in front of the kicker, then obviously you're offside. But if the kicker then goes beyond you, then you're back onside. So you could be within 10 of the guy catching the ball, but if the kicker goes back in front of you, then you're back onside. Leo Leeds, as of right now, I think I'd have to go with Leeds, as of right now. Sorry if I won't be in chat on Friday, I'll be at the game. That's fine, Slink. Don't you worry about it. No need to apologise for that. Just enjoy the game. Need a Rugby League streamer to play a series. Streamer to player? What, as in like... from this to that? But if he doesn't run back in front, when are you allowed to tackle or are you not? As long as you're 10 metres away from where the guy catches the ball, then you're free to go and tackle in them. But if you're within 10 metres of the guy that catches the ball, if you were offside from the kick, then you have to just let him go. So Saints, 10 metres out, shifting left. It's now with Saylor, gets a ball off to him by... gives it to Knowles in centre field. Then he'll switch back to Wormsley. Bumps off one. He stopped 5 metres short of the line. He's going to play this. Now out the back to Lomax. Going. Oh, I thought he was going for one then, but kicks towards the back right. Felt has to go up. Bit of work to do. Just loses possession. I don't know what he's checking here. Do we really need to check this one? Really? Take photos for the Discord. Lovely. What is he even checking? God knows, Alex. God knows. I'll take some photos if we get to have some with players. Fantastic. So I think he just about keeps his feet in touch, but I'm pretty sure he just drops the ball. Just wasted a bit of time there. That's great. Everyone got a break. Lovely. Exquisite. Splendid. I'll be only short ass and the players will be giving Lomax the scrub on the head. 20 metres instead of 10, I guess. Maybe. So Hull might actually appreciate that. Yeah, I think... Yeah, it was actually better that they checked it, to be fair. Worked out in the end. So Rugby League streamer to play a series at 10k. But when you say that, are you saying player as in like actual player? I don't... What do you mean? What do you mean? So now with Lytton, Hull FC in great field position now. 2 more tackles to go in this set. 13.5 minutes to go. In centre field with Lafache. Then out the back to Caesar. He launches it to Barron. That's a great pass. He had a couple of those in this game. I think they want a 6 again, but they don't get one. It's on the last. Over the top of Cust. It's wayward and a knock on in there, I think, from Knight. An absolute mess up from Hull FC. Do you think... Oh, wait. Player is in Super League or NRL move through the ranks. Oh, that was the... That was kind of the idea, is like I would do an NRL team video series and then a stream series that's like League One and then work the way up. And people vote on what happens with that career. A bit of a get a photo with Earl Crabtree, wouldn't mind. I'm think he'd be alright with that. Do you think there's any chance that Wakefield won't be motivated for Catalans due to their record? Wouldn't be expected usually. I think Wakefield will be right up for that. I don't think there'll be any complacency there. I think they'll be right up for that. Given Catalan's last result as well, they'll be up for that. So St Helens up towards halfway. Slightly wayward pass, but it is collected by Moses and By. There's going to be 12 minutes to go in this game. Still a chance for Hull FC, even though they were... What I felt was getting dominated for the first 50 minutes. They are in this game. Burns will go left to Moses and By. I thought there was a few chases offside there from Saints, but Barron will collect it. Again, he's been excellent today. If Hull FC can find a win, I think I'd give Barron man of the match, honestly. He's up there at least. I mean, Caesar, I think, would make a bit of sense. No, as in you as a person, not. I don't think I'm going to make it as a player. Unless I played like local rugby league, it's not going to happen. I'm not fit enough. I've not got enough knowledge. I don't think that's going to happen. I thought maybe one day could be worth a go, but I doubt it. So more mistakes from Hull FC. This has been their problem all day, is just constant mistakes. Put me in the forwards. I'm more of a 7, me. More of a 7. It's just got it all going on up here. So there's going to be a scrum for Saints about 12... now let's make it 15. Let's not get too precise. Let's just say 15 for the sake of argument, shall we? I think if Saints score now, it is going to be all over. But the pass is slightly wayward, but ends up in the hands of Tristan Saylor. They lose a bit of ground off the back of this scrum. Back towards the 20. Was Wigan full strength last night other than French? Pretty much, I think. Pretty much. 10 minutes to go. 12-point advantage for Saints. Surely they chuck the ball around twice, and if they don't get anything, they set up for one and take it. Surely. Now Lomax. Step in. Stop 5 metres out. I reckon launch it now. Have a go now. If you don't get it. Or it's out the back to him by. Here we go. That was the right move, but that's a charge down from Aiden. And it's going to be offside. So Hull FC get a bit of relief there. Well, I don't think that was his fault. It was literally charged down. Let's have a look. Let's see how it was kind of going. Yeah, that honestly that looked okay. That looked like it might have been going over, but yeah, it was just charged down. So, 9 minutes to go. 6-point advantage for St Helens. Ashworth at dummy half hands it off to Hardacre, who takes it up to the halfway line. He's pushed back by Sirinen, and Knowles is there to help out as well. Cust now at dummy half. Second tackle. Slow play the ball. Now with Knight. I need to yawn. Please don't score now. It's now with Litton. Up towards the 40. Dagnall is actually coming back on. Okay. Knight gives it to Caesar. Out the back to Hardacre. Then with Briscoe up towards the 30. Now with Knight. Carries it through the middle. Hull FC on the last tackle. 8 minutes left. 25 metres out. Cust will go right to Caesar. Chips the ball towards the back right. Barron's chasing. He's been great in the air all day, but Saylor comes down with it. He's stopped a metre or two in front of his own try line. Hull FC can really apply the pressure. They've got to be disciplined here. Barron, Aiden and Cust getting stuck in on the first tackle. They've got to be disciplined. They've got to be. Robertson, not in a good way. Slow to get up. It's then handed off to Whitley. Still only 5 metres out. Jarrett halfback? Oh, right, I've not seen the team list yet, so if he is, that's not great disrupting the lineup for Wakefield, but I'm sure he'll do okay. Next carry from Saints. They're up to their own 20, so a little bit less danger to deal with, but it's the last tackle, only 25 metres out from their own line. Out the back to Mbai, hits the belly of the ball. And this is collected by Litton. 15 metres out from his own try line, takes it over the 20, just short of the 30. 7 minutes to go. Hull FC, hopefully they don't panic, but, you know, I wouldn't mind a golden point. Wouldn't mind it. Barron over the 40. Third tackle in this set for the black and white. 6.5 minutes to go. Lafash up towards halfway. Cade Cust over on the left, comes back towards the middle with Liam Knight. Shoots it out the back to Caesar. Almost half a break there, but there's going to be, I think, a high shot in there. So that's going to be a penalty for Hull FC. So they're going to tap. Oh, no, they're not going to tap because they're going to bring this one back. For what reason? The clock's still ticking. We've got 6 minutes left. Hardacre will kick into touch. 6 minutes left. Hull FC have a fresh set of 6. 25 metres out. Briscoe taps, hands it off to Ashworth. He takes it over the 20. I reckon there's maximum 4 sets in here for Hull FC. Maximum 4. 5.5 minutes to go. SA with the next carry. Now takes him 5 metres out between the sticks. Ideally, they'd love to score right in front of the post, but if they score near the touchline, we'll see how the kick goes from Hardacre. But it's with Briscoe, shoots it across to Barron. Good scramble there from Saints, 5 metres out. Now Briscoe waiting at dummy half near the right touchline. He comes back towards the middle with Hardacre. Now Cust. Then across to Caesar. Cut out pass to Chamberlain, trying to get around the outside of Robertson, but he wraps him up nicely on the 10. Martin, now with 5 minutes to go. On his right to Knight, 4th tackle, hands it off to SASA. Lees gets a hold of him, so does Walmsley. Delaney's there as well, Robertson was helping out. But the last tackle, right to Caesar, under a bit of pressure, but gets the kick away towards the back right. Barron goes up, but so does Dagnall. Dagnall wins that one. And I think it's a penalty for Saints. It was tackled in the air. Well done, Owen Dagnall. Well done. Well done. That's a great take. So, penalty for Saints. A little bit of pressure relieved. There'll be a tap on the 20 from Whitley. And he'll carry the ball about 5 metres upfield. Noah Stevens comes off. And Walmsley is now on, of course, for St Helens. They do have one more change. Whether they'll use it or not, I don't know. 4 minutes left. 4 defenders in the tackle there for Hull FC. And this is a very slow play of the ball. Now Wormsley with the next carry over the 30. Oh, I need to yawn again. 3rd tackle for Saints. Sorry, folks. Lomax up towards halfway. 3.5 minutes to go. Saints just need to get to the end of their sets. That's all they need to do. Just get to the end of sets. On the last tackle, Clark at dummy half. In centre field with Moses in by. Plenty of height on this kick towards the stick slightly. Barron underneath it. Knocks the ball on. It is collected by Moses in by. Play on. Has he got support? He does from Lees. He stops 6 metres out. Have they just given this to FC? Or have SC just given this to Saints? They might have done. Knowles in centre field. He's now 6 or 7 metres out. Do you go for the 1 point now, or do you eat up as much time as possible and then go for the 1? Maybe they can crash over and get the win here and now. We will see. Alex Wormsley also stopped 5 metres out between the sticks. About to be 2.5 minutes to go. Plays it for Clark. Out the back to Lomax on the right hand side. Then to Saylor. Ideally, they want to be tackled over the 10. Ideally. Because you need as much room as possible for the drop goal if you're going to go for one. He plays it about 4 or 5 metres out. Clark at dummy half right of the sticks. Fakes the switch back to Wormsley. Now it's with Knowles. Hands it off to Lees. A little bit slow here, but he bumps off one. Lees almost over. Good scramble from Hull FC to stop him 2 metres out. 4th tackle left of the sticks. Clark wants to go out the back. Lomax going for 1 point. The kick is... looks good. That's going to be it. 13-6. St. Helens. It was a tricky one. It was looking like a tricky one for the last 20-30 minutes. Saints have done it. Bloody hell. Jesus. Just too many mistakes from FC in this game. Too many. How they were in that game. After the first 50 minutes, how they were in this game at all baffles me. So that's a 7-point advantage for Saints. 2 minutes to go. If Hull FC want a miracle here, they need to recover the ball from the kickoff, but it's taken by Cal Felt, and that's likely going to be game over. The fact that FC even had a chance in this game after the first 50 is wild to me. But they did. But too many mistakes. Too many penalties. Too many missed tackles. Don't think they were competitive enough through the middle. Wormsley in possession now. 1 minute 20 to go. 4th tackle for Saints. Hull FC should get the ball back again, but they won't really have much of a chance. 1 minute 10 to go. 1 minute 5. Knowles at dummy half goes short side right to Wormsley. He's just going to take the carry near the right touchline, and he's stopped on the 20. Fire drill in FC end. Yeah. Well, 50 seconds left. Played by Rapiner. Now with Martin, stopped on the 20. Well, Hull FC going to do anything here? They're just going to consolidate, take the tackles. Caesar launches the ball over the top to Barron. Cuts back towards the middle, just runs into a teammate. Stopped just short of the 40. 20 seconds to go. 3rd tackle for the Black and Whites. They had a few moments in this game, very few moments where they looked alright. There's a kick towards the left-hand side from Caesar. Martin, under pressure from Felt, gets the ball off to Rapiner. 5 seconds to go. He's wrapped up. The hooter is sounded. Plays it for S8. Hull FC, they're going to try something just for the points difference. I think they might do. Hardacre. Sam Rito needs a Hardacre try here for his bet. I don't think he's going to get one. But that's going to be full time. 13-6 to St. Helens. Bloody hell. The better team did win. How it was that close for so long, I actually don't know. But the better team won. Fair enough. Who on tonight? Is it Catalans? Yeah, it's Wakefield versus Catalans. Got to say, that was two absolutely awful sides and somehow even worse ref. The ref had some poor moments. I don't think he was too bad overall. You know, some not so great, but I don't think there was much that really stood out being that bad in my opinion. Saints, I think Saints did a fantastic job defensively, by the way. Like, through the middle, Hull FC have got some big blokes, but through the middle, Saints were excellent defensively. Right, I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna wrap things up here. I do want to say thank you to Sam for the $4.99 donation today. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed. Also, we had Anthony Griffin becoming a member. If you guys want to become a member, you can do for as little as £1 a month by clicking the join button below this stream. There's no obligation to join or to pay for anything. Content on this channel is free. So, thank you very much if you do. But there's no obligation to do so. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. And a reminder that the interview with Jack Walker will be premiering on this channel at 5:30 tomorrow afternoon. So after the Hull KR Leeds stream, there will be a premiere of the fairly long interview with current Sheffield Eagles player Jack Walker. So hopefully people watch that interview because it was very informative and learnt some stuff. So that's good. That is good. Right then. Thank you very much to those that stopped by. Black and White eventually showed up. Alex, Paul, Slink, Samarito, Jonathan, Sam, Trent, Anthony, a bunch of others. Thank you very much for stopping by and spending some of your time here is greatly appreciated. Let's just have a quick look at the lineups for the Wakefield Catalans game. Just to have a quick look before I say goodbye. I will not be streaming that one because I'm going out. Noel's got man of the match, by the way. So the lineup is for Wakefield: Rourke, Wormsley, Hall, Scott, Johnstone, Jowett and Leno. In the forwards is McMeekan, Smith, Hamlin-Ueli, Griffin, Vangenart and Pitts. On the bench is Hood, Doyle, Croft and Fartilli. Nicotimo is the 18th man. Interesting. Hopefully it goes well for them in the spine. Wakefield have had to change a lot in the spine this year, so hopefully it goes well for them. I do have Wakefield to win as well, by the way. Roman Navarrete playing his 300th game for Catalans. Interesting. So the lineup for Catalans is Tompkins, Makinson, Martin, Delalator, Kotrick, Kiri and Rouge. In the forwards is Navarrete, Da Costa, Maria, Sironen, Seguier and Partington. On the bench is Pangai Jr., Bousquet, Satai and Barmforth. Asporto Bichet is the 18th man. So decent lineup for both sides. A decent lineup indeed. Okay. Okay. So Wakefield -2.5. They should be okay. Well, we'll see. It's a strong lineup. I won't be doing the next game because I'm off out for a meal with my mates. Right then. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Slink, Jonathan, Black and White, everyone that stopped by. I'm going to have to edit the stream highlights later for the two games yesterday. That's going to be an absolute piss take. I'm not looking forward to doing that. Right. We'll join you for the game Friday. Splendid. Before the game Friday. Lovely stuff. We'll have a great time, Slink. I'm sure I'll see you maybe tomorrow in the live stream. But have a great time at the game, sir. Have a great time. But yeah, to those that stopped by, thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated as always. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. See ya.